Hey, how's it going? Was in the old wood shop last night. Boy, I miss that place. I guess if I don't get my tools sold pretty soon, I gotta figure out how to get it going again. And get back in there. Because I got stuff I gotta redo for the house. But anyway. Yeah, we're going to go get the young one today and get her back home. And kind of strange without any kids around. Oldest has been running off and not coming home. So she's 18. I know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna, while we're up there taking care of getting her, stop in and talk to that one machine shop that ended up overcharging so bad last fall, and give them some money on the bill because I need to get those parts home. I got to get that stuff home because I need that. Need it bad. So I guess if anybody out there wants a 454, it's going to be the block heads and rods. Crank ended up being no good. The block is still workable. One cylinder might need sleeved, and I think it's 60 over or so. So if somebody out there wants a 454 that needs a little TLC, let me know. So sounds like it's going to be another stormy weekend here in Iowa. So I'll be glad to have the kid home. Anyway, got just a quick little run to do, then I better get back. It was so dark and rainy this morning, I didn't wake up in time, and I slept right through my alarm, so I guess I won't be going to work. Because by the time I get done doing what I'm doing now, it's going to be the wife should be home, and we got to go get the kids. So I guess and thank you for the suggestion so far on the video, and we'll get that little car whipped. I'm getting to the point, I guess, I don't know, still debating. I don't plan on the car going too far because the mother-in-law is going to be buying it. But so I want it to be good for her, so I don't want her to call me up someday and go, hey, my car don't run, or so. If the mamas and the mothers-in-laws ain't happy, nobody is happy at all. Well, I guess I don't know too much else, and we'll go from there. All right, talk to you in a few. Well, there you go, look at that. Just thought of something else and buddy told me. Those are dome pistons, I can't believe that. But anyway, this hood evidently has been replaced. Because well, let me, just a second. Yep, the engine identification sticker that should have probably been up there is gone. And then I guess should be yellow. And it's this plain Janer. So we are just a straight glass car. Okay. I'm just bored waiting. Well, made a call to the parts house, as you know, really, as far as I am, it would not take much more to go ahead and pull this low motor out and re-ring and bearing it. That's all I'd need is the rear seal, front seal, an oil pan gasket, and I'd have it. You know what? I am playing hell finding the rings. I've called several different aftermarket places. They cannot get the rings. So Sounds like the rings are going to be a dealer-only option. I mean, I'm to the point where it's just drop the AC, the power steering bracket, and what, maybe 4, not very many bolts, and then I could pull this motor out. So like I said, mother-in-law's getting this car from me, and I don't want her to have any problems. I mean, I'm that close to having it all out and done, but I guess it's going to depend on what the rings cost. Because all I'm planning on doing is deglazing it, re-ring it, and go from there. So I don't know. And then I'm seriously thinking about taking head in and having the check. Well, I'll check it for straightness. If it's warped, then I know the head's got to go somewhere. So I don't know, guys. Wanted to last for a while, a long while. So, oh yeah. And here, I forgot to show this last night. You know, I was talking about worried about keeping stuff in order. So this is what I did last night. Hopefully you guys can see that. A little dark over here. We got all the rockers and cams and everything lined up where they're supposed to go. So, and that way the cat can't roll around in it and move it around. And set that heavy thing on top. So I don't know. But the thing about it is, if I pull the motor, it will go in as a short block, and then I will put it back to put the. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Or I could do like they do in a truck and just do an end frame. Drop the oil pan, get the pistons out, clean, wash the hell out of it, and put her back together and run it for a little bit, change the oil, then change the oil, run it, change the oil, and everything should be cleaned out. It'd be kind of fun to rebuild a little 4-cylinder. It's been a long time since I did one. The last 4-cylinder I rebuilt was in a old Ford Ranger pickup, so well, I guess. I guess if I had it out on the engine stand, I know I could see the timing marks and get everything correct. What do you do? It's more likely my mother-in-law won't ever get rid of the car. But she's kind of in a hurry for the car. One of those situations, damned if you do and damned if you don't. So, alright. Well, after making some calls, yeah, we're not going to do the short block. I got an old idea in mind that another old boy taught me, so. You know, because I called around and keep getting told, nope, dealer only. And well, the one place, oh yeah, we can get them. It was $150 for the rings, and I said, well, what's in the kit? He said, well, let me look. He goes, oh, never mind. They got a price, but they can't get them. He says, he said, I can get the rings for the 2.7, the 2.4 are still a dealer-only option. So I wonder why these little 2.4s are so special that they haven't released the rings yet. So I guess I'll get something. We'll just clean her up the best we can. I mean, it was running before, it just had a little bit of a mess. And that was probably because of the belt. I mean, the belt was loose. Oh, speaking of the belt, I'll show you guys here in just a second. I'm trying to keep clean today, which I know that's kind of stupid, but I'll just have a pair of gloves on. Oh, they're there. Anyway, yeah, I'm a mechanic that's turned this weekly. Here's the original timing belt. Let's see, get you guys over here. Get you to see what I'm seeing. If you look at that belt, and it's not showing up on camera, it's cupped. Well, and it says do not crimp. That is the Chrysler. There you go, 462 1844 is the Chrysler belt. That was only supposed to last, well, they said 70,000, but they were breaking as early as 40, 50,000 I found. This one had 106,000 on it. And look at how close we were getting. There is, she was starting to eat herself. It was probably getting real close to ripping some teeth off like I've come across in videos. So, she was breaking. Hey, it looks like a Tonka toy Caterpillar track, don't it? So yeah, that belt, it was just a matter of time before it breaks. So, and then like I said, on the backside, it didn't wear the writing off, but you can see every rib there. Yeah, they're showing up. So yeah, it was time. So I'm thinking that was the miss issue. And once I get that exhaust mantle pulled off and get that head where I can handle it, I'll get it up on the bench and look her over really, really freaking good. So anyway, I pulled the water pump off, and that on the pump it looked like it was getting some seepage, but on the block it says no. So, and that was suggested to be replaced at 70,000 too. Seems like be Chrysler's magic number. Oh, these cars will go for 100,000, but you got to replace the stuff at 70,000. Good going, Chrysler. Good going. So, all right. Well, yeah. So I am not going to be pulling the short block out of this, because then I got seeing this is one of those split blocks. I can see where it's. So you got to tear the whole bottom end off. So that's another gasket or silicone or whatever goes in there. Probably nothing goes in there. Very thin layer of silicone, because that holds the main bearings and holds the crank. Be interesting to do, but nah, we're just going to put her back together and get her done, get her out, and drive her until she dies, I guess. So, alright.